Hello and welcome to my review of the Zoe Saldana action flick, Colombiana. Colombiana centers on Catalea, played by Zoe Saldana. She's a young girl who witnesses her parents murdered in front of her because they were spies who were infiltrating this mob. The mob caught on and they shot her parents dead. Soon after, she goes to live with her uncle, who teaches her the ways of super badassery. Except the result is the complete and total opposite. Before I start, let me just say I really enjoy these Luc Besson action films. Normally they're a lot of fun, especially Taken. That's probably my favorite. But, unfortunately, this is the worst action film since Salt. An action film needs two things in order to succeed. A solid leader leads, and action scenes that not necessarily having to be creative every single time, just be fun and well filmed and enjoyable. Colombiana has neither. Let's start off with Zoe Saldana. Now, I don't think this girl is a bad actress. I've seen her in a couple of movies that I've really liked her in, namely Star Trek and Avatar. But in this film, she lacks any sort of screen presence as an action hero whatsoever. The truth is, she's a skinny little girl. So when she walks into this room carrying these two huge machine guns, for example, blowing people away, it's just unbelievable, and instead of making you think, wow, she's such a badass, you're thinking, wow, these henchmen are such dumbasses. Not to mention she puts no personality in this role. And yes, I get that this character is a stone-cold killer, but I mean, come on, there's even a personality to be had with stone-coldness, like Jason Statham in any movie he's in. He may be stone-cold, but he's so likable and charming, but in this case, there's nothing to like about this character. She's an empty vessel for the plot to move along. And I say plot very loosely because whatever plot there is in this movie absolutely sucks. It's terrible. It feels like the script for this movie was not written but made in an action movie generator. It has all the scenes you'd expect without any of the character that other classic action movies have. It's just, the word I'm going to keep using in this review is empty. Because that's how everything feels in this movie. It just feels so soulless. And don't even get me started on the love interest in this movie. He is only there so they can stop the movie to have PG-13 sex scenes and show the side of Zoe Saldana's ribs. And then we get to what you're all coming to see, the action scenes. Dear Lord. This movie is directed by Olivier Megaton, who previously directed the equally weak Transporter 3. And here's why his movies are so bad. He is a piss-poor action director. The best way I can describe his action scenes is, imagine somebody switching between the slow-mo and speed-up fast motion option on your DVD remote during a very important part of the movie. That's what this guy is. And now mix it with quick cuts, and that's what it is. It's honestly like watching Bourne, but with Tourette's. It's incomprehensible, and it depletes all tension that could be in the scene. I say tension like there's characters to even feel tense for. Not to mention, not a single action set piece in this movie is the slightest bit creative. There is no thought put into this movie. It's just empty. Like I said before, it's just the same old action, the same old dialogue, the same old acting that you've seen in 1,000 other types of these movies. Overall, this is how bad this movie is. I hit my head hard before I saw this movie, 30 minutes before. And if there's any day where I would just be brain dead looking for pretty explosions, this would be the day. And I still felt insulted watching this movie. This is one of the few times where I've gone into a movie just expecting a really fun time, and my opinion just slowly goes down, 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 throughout the entire film, until it just hits rock bottom. Colombiana is a useless excuse for an action film. It's empty, it's plotless, it's soulless. And while I considered giving it a 2 stars out of 4 walking out of the theater, it slowly went down to 1.5. And what I'm going to give it now, a 1 out of 4. It's barely, by the skin of its teeth, better than Salt, just because it has no insulting twist at the end. But overall, avoid Colombiana. It is a horrible action film. Subscribe to this channel for more reviews, and until next time, I'm Movie Kid Mike, making sure your time is worth your money.